How's it going, everybody? It's Ward here with another video, and I am actually rank number one in Clash of Clans with this Fireball Rocketloon army. You see, I reset number 30 in the world because of that plus 29 there on the left, the green little thing. But a fantastic day today. We actually managed to go 320, and the last couple of days I've been trying to record, and it just has not been working. I've been literally losing half of the videos or three quarters from corrupted files. I don't know what's going on. So today we're going to be doing replays, which, yeah, is a bit unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is. I really hope you guys enjoy because there's still so much valuable insight, and I'll even be able to actually talk about more things than normal. So I really hope you guys watch this one, if any, because there's so many useful tips you'll learn with this new army that has the Noble Iron, which I've been absolutely loving, and then one Druid I've swapped in for one Ice Golem and an Archer. Other than that, it's what I've been running. I've got Super Minions in the Clan Castle as well. And yeah, I mean, this works fantastic. And hey, I mean, probably some of you guys are watching this to know we hit 5,000 subscribers. So thank you guys very much. Obviously, that's been a goal I've been looking for, which means we're doing a five gold pass giveaway. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed so that you won't miss out on that. But join the Discord, which will be linked below because that is how you'll enter. So make sure you join the Discord down below, and I'll be running a giveaway on the bot probably every 2 or 3 days. And we'll give away five gold passes. And I'll make sure you're subscribed. So you got to be to win. But yeah, I hope you guys all the best of luck in winning that. And yeah, hopefully you can learn this army as well so you can, achieve a high rank as last season I got my personal best of 173. And let's see what we can push to this season. But that'll do it for the intro. And yeah, let's get right into the hits. All right, so we get into the first base here. And I apologize that these are replays today. I was just doing my hits here, and yeah, the last 2 days I've been trying to record, and I don't know what happened, but I'll record, and then all of a sudden, about halfway through the video, like when I go to check my camera roll after, only halfway through it started, so I missed like I honestly almost three quarters of the attacks I missed. But yeah, right here I just start my warden, go with the rock loon, so you'll have to bear with the replay. This is not the format that I'd like to do it in, but yeah, on this base, I'm aiming for this ricochet cannon, which would get me the multi inferno clan castle ricochet cannon, multi inferno. That'd just be some really nice value right there. So that's what I'm aiming for, and I couldn't find a nice flame flinger because kind of the bottom's the only good side, and there's a revenge tower there. So in that case, I already was planning to go with the siege barracks somewhere on this right hand side, but you got to keep your warden alive here. So just keeping an eye on him. I've been really liking the triple totem. I've been using them a lot for entries like this, maybe even using two instead of the rage. But yeah, rocket balloons coming down up top there. And you're gonna see right here, I kind of waited. So I was like, let me think if I could take these buildings down, but I didn't like how close I was to the archer tower. So then I could take down the multi archer tower up top as well. But yeah, as we mentioned, like although these are replay formatted, I did go 320, so still gonna be plenty and plenty of benefits for you guys in these attacks. So I really hope you guys still watch, even though it's not gonna be live replays, which I always do live commentary. So this is the first time I'm doing voiceover afterward, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, a couple balloons right there. I'm trying to snipe off this archer tower. We get it, and then I go for this right here. I thought I was going to get it. Maybe I should have invested the fourth one. But yeah, we hit the multi inferno. So in that case, I didn't get the clan castle, and then I missed the spitters because I thought I was getting the clan castle. So hey, maybe I should have waited a bit on the quakes and getting that other spitter. But at the end of the day, it's not that bad. Take a totem right here into the queen to help save her. Yep. So I saved my warden right there. Queen does go a little further up than I wanted. I was hoping the baby dragon would funnel that in. They would just enter the channel, and then Queen would probably take out the long shot. But yeah, it didn't end up happening. King does go to ability. I catch the headhunters here, luckily. I was looking, which is nice. So we take that out. Queen, you'll see up top right there. So King doesn't get a great ability. It kind of missed the monolith and all that section. But Queen right here, I just send in two wall breakers because she's kind of stuck in all that trash. I've been liking the Druid a lot, so going to keep running that. But yeah, you see right here, right? Look at these P.E.K.K.A.s and Wizards just kind of doing their thing. Maybe even do some damage on the World Champion here. Yeah, half health to her. So I've been liking them. And then right here, you'll see. So I rage up because I'm going to be going through the minion prince, but I funneled out this archer tower. And look at that, outranging the revenge tower, and it's just gone. We might take out the super wizard tower, I think, before we're out of these shots. Not quite. But yeah, taking out the revenge tower without it even hitting me is fantastic value. Then my warden, yeah, is just cooking this section. I will probably totem by the. I should have invis maybe my queen here. I'm not sure. Maybe just totem to try to keep her alive. But I went with the totem on the minion prince and ricochet cannon. That's always good value. And yeah, this one got a nice triple. Just taking out the king quickly here so we can move on to the next couple things. Getting the ricochet cannon and cleaning up. And yeah, this one was a triple. But yeah, the minion prince, I've been loving this equipment just better than the world champion because he can actually outrange it now. So yeah, definitely give it a try if you haven't already. And yeah, let's get in the next hit. All right, the next hit featured this base, and I actually hit it again later. I think it was my final hit actually to get the 320. But This base, so the two expos on the side leave a flame flinger that can get two buildings, and I don't mind that. Two buildings is always solid, so I usually go for that flame flinger. And if I'm thinking, okay, if I'm getting this kind of set up, I'll fireball hopefully something in the core. I either need Warden to go through the bottom or Heroes, and then the other on the top. And I think on this base with, the Monolith and Multi down here, the Warden might struggle a bit with Monolith long shot, but I would be behind the spitters, so I just went with the Sui, and then the Warden doesn't really struggle up here. But yeah, as you saw, right, we set up the Flame Flinger for these two buildings, the Warden's on the left. So I do rage on this one. I don't think I did that in the one later. But we try to snipe out the Archer Tower. As soon as I can use regular balloons, I try to. So I still have to use a rocket balloon. But yeah, if I can save them, they're just a little bit more valuable. So that's why I try to use regular balloons whenever I can. And yeah, right here, Warden's going to continue walking. He's going to get these Tesla Expo and hopefully even the Air Sweeper. I'm trying to hit this Builder Hut because then I'd get the Clan Castle, Revenge Tower, Multi, and Bomb Hive. Right there's a nice totem. I was planning to charge from the right side and get the Builder Hut. And then I was like, wait, why don't I just do the opposite thing and not pull the Clan Castle? So that's what I'm doing. And you'll see it. Actually, it's beautiful on this base. So Flame Flinger's doing his thing. And we're around a minute 30. So I'm not sure. I don't think I started my Sui first on this one. I did do that, I think, on two bases today. But we're funneling out a couple things to try to enter in right here. For some reason, I didn't think that wall was open. Looked like a W right there. But yeah, there we go. We ice block just in time. Triple invis. Beautiful fireball right there. Look at that. Just sets up beautiful pathing, and it's in exceptional value. So right here, look at this. Right, replay is ending in 1 minute 15. That's how quick this attack finishes up. So I try to go a minute 30, maybe even 40 to be safe. But yeah, you can be definitely quick if you need to. This Archer Tower's one shot, but I didn't think it was worth putting a rocket balloon down. We've got the Valk. I think on the second time I hit this base as well. I have two totems here, so I used like them on the long shot and monolith, keeping my king fully healthy. Even though using that ability right there is not too bad. But I like the super minions for this, right? With all the ground targeting defenses, like Expos often because of just all the throwers and ground armies. And then like ricochet cannons, you just kind of get to avoid those. The Warden was really close to dying right there, which I didn't like. So I already started this to try to get some tank in because I was very confident in my queen getting all this. Even I had a wall break. I recalled the Warden just to, I think, put him, yeah, down here to help clean up. But I don't think the wall break ended up hitting. Did I? I think I sent it in right about now. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, minion prince ability, right? Just gonna pop it right there. A couple headhunters are in. Does fantastic. Yeah, the wall break was really late, so it probably would have worked if I just didn't wait, 10 million years. But we got a totem on this one that probably I'll use on the air defense just to be sure certain, or maybe I'm just swagging it. Yeah, I'm just swagging it. So yeah, very nice triple on this base, and you'll see I actually hit it again later and did it even better. But yeah, that's how you destroy these bases, and let's get in the next one. All right. And then getting into this space, we have two big double rage sections. So I was looking at this one, and this section looks really nice, hitting just like an archer tower. I think, does that get the revenge? I think yeah, it does. So that'd be really nice value, but then there's still the core. And the problem is pathing is more important than anything with this army. So in my opinion, I was trying something new, which I don't do all the time here. So yeah, I mean, I kind of was unsure, but was willing to risk it. So I went for the flinger on the side with the warden. I usually don't like to do that, but I was thinking, okay, if I can tank this expo just a bit, this flinger can get this entire compartment, which would be awesome. I can fireball this, and now you've literally got everything from this compartment and this whole core all funneled out. And it sets a nice channel around the base here and around the base here. And setting that funnel is really important. Originally, my plan was to Sui the town hall because I usually just do that. But then I looked at it again and I was thinking, this Rage Tower, like my Warden is not getting through the Clan Castle, Revenge Tower, and then raged up all these defenses with heroes. So I'm like, I actually have to Sui that. The Warden also steps up to the Super Wizard Tower, which isn't ideal, but then he does manage to go back right a bit, and this Elixir Storage goes down from the burning, which really, guarantees the Warden's pathing into the core, which is really nice. But yeah, that flinger did cook. I was very, very happy with it. And yeah, the Warden right here, I think I waited for him to actually even take out the Builder Hut and maybe the Elixir Storage and then direct target the Ricochet Cannon, which was awesome, but I'm not sure. But I think I do. Yeah, and like I said, so I'm just taking out these things because I thought I was funneling in my heroes, and then I was thinking to myself right about now, like, holy smokes, that range compartment is way too much for my warden, so can't go ahead and do that. Right here, I'm just gonna ice block. We go fireball. I probably should have went one quake because I already hit the ricochet cannon, so it would have went down. Could have saved it, and I would like to. And I already knew I was gonna Sui the right side, but I wanted to take down this expo if I could. I think I pulled him out one shot too early, just missed it right there. But yeah, we go Warden at the side, and it's a Smasher, which is very rare, but I figured it was fine. I do know they do actually a decent amount of damage, but you'll see it does get fairly close. Right here, we get Poison. I'm trying to distract the Revenge Tower and also make sure my King ability, so he goes in for those Ice Golems, making sure he can hit that. But yeah, as you can see, the Warden gets down to red health a bit, and that was just very scary. So he was fine. I was keeping an eye on him, but yeah, definitely a little worrisome. King ability literally just took out the revenge because now I'm looking at it and I'm like, right, so my queen isn't doing fantastic. Totem the splash to take out the skeletons once again, but with the queen raged up right here and then totems and invis that I have, I knew she was going to get through that section, which means all that's left is this top side, and that's exactly where I'll send my royal champion, or sorry, minion prince, I guess, and he'll take out the multi inferno right here, go on to the super wizard tower. And there's two air defenses in the area, which are, prime suspects for taking out a minion prince. But you'll see right here, just pop in the metal pants, and it just does so well. So I like the dark orb, but I just think you can't beat like the sustainability this gives you. If I dark orb right there, minion prince would have died, and I don't need any more slowdown. I need his damage. So this one triples really nicely, and I think I had like 10 or 15 seconds, three swag invis, and yeah, let's get into the next attack. Ah, okay. This is a classic style of base. I've hit this one many times, different ways, and it doesn't always work very well. I think this one had literally 1 second left. You'll see when I put my warden down, but I haven't found the best crack. So let me know down below if you guys do have a better way to attack this base, because I've tried a couple things, and this is what I found best, but it's still not, yeah, it's not, I'd say fantastic, but you'll see right here, replay ending in about 3 minutes is exactly when I'll put my warden to one. So look at that, right? A split second is all I have left. But what I found best is this approach. Again, the smasher made sure my warden healers weren't going to die right away. But yeah, we go in with the warden charge. I ice block so that he can just come back and take this section. And I was thinking to myself, right? Okay, I could totem the smasher if I need, or the ricochet cannon, whatever. But then I was like, okay, I think this will take me forever to get through. You see how slow I'm already going through the smasher, and I don't want the invis tower to re-trigger. I cannot have that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna rage right here. Think that was a good idea. And then I like to get the flame flinger on this one. You can't take down the wizard tower because the Expo and Hero, the Archer Queen, are there. But what I try to do is just get the Ricochet Cannon, maybe the Super Wizard Tower, so you'll see that shortly. I wanted to make sure my Warden was okay. And then I'll snipe out this. I think I sniped out the Archer Tower just because I wanted my Flinger to be more up top than actually directly at 3, but I should have just put it in because I wasn't actually going to get down the Wizard Tower anyway. But yeah, we get him in right here. And once again, it's not the end of the world like being that late because you'll see my Warden continues walking, and I usually pull him out after getting the expo if I can get it. Depends where he steps exactly, but I don't actually fireball before I recall, which is yes interesting, but it's what I've found to be best because otherwise, trying to hit like a spitter isn't that good of value. You don't get the whatever you call that revenge tower anyway. But yeah, this one didn't go perfectly to plan. So right here, I'll pull out my warden. I usually put him at 9 o'clock, fireball the wizard tower to get these three buildings. Honestly, I should just hit the ricochet cannon. Easier to get, and the expos are not threats at all. They don't do any damage nowadays. But yeah, heroes try to come in this core. I try to get the wizard tower down because that'll really funnel my king, and it did work out really nicely. So I was feeling pretty good, right? I was like, I got my warden right here. I think I go for a double invis. Maybe it was just one invis, I think. Don't really remember, maybe Totem, and then I ended my Warden, yep. Okay. The King, though, I used a couple revenge tower or totems on the revenge tower, and still my queens and king were getting absolutely slammed. So, like I said, it was looking great. I was feeling very confident, and then all of a sudden, I was like, "Holy smokes!" My heroes were getting destroyed. But then right here, we get the revenge tower down. I realize queen will get the multi, and I'm like, I just gotta get this bottom side. There's not a whole lot of base left. So I tried to take down this air defense. It didn't really work. So I put in the minion prince right there, tag teaming with the Rocketloons. And yeah, right here, the giant's going to go there. The Warden's clearly getting that. The Minion Prince will get the Monolith, and all I need is this down. So I'm kind of funneling right here, taking this out, and I've got a Hog Rider, Baby Dragon, and Invis just to get that section. Once again, the Metal Pants just doing amazing. If I pop the Dark Orb, who knows if there's a Black Mine. So I just like the Metal Pants. Right there, we get a couple Headhunters and the Invis. So we get this one, but like I said, it was on like 1 second left, and I think that was because the Sui just all died out. They should be cooking in the core right here. But regardless, that's the best I've found. If someone knows a better crack, please tell me down below because this base is always so close. Usually at time fails, but we did manage to get this one from the Minion Prince getting raged up right there. And yeah, that was nice to see. And let's get in the next one. All right. This one was funny because I've actually been talking a lot to this guy on Discord about just he's actually builds his own bases as well as some armies that he's been running. And so it was really funny actually to find him today. and we managed to get the 3 star on him, obviously, as we went perfect. But this base looks quite interesting. I think my plan was obviously a fireball somewhere around here. I usually like to get the clan castle because it just slows down your troops. And then this backside was looking a little scary. I thought maybe I could get a flame flinger too. If there's one tile like this between an expo and a building, if as long as you're directly parallel, so like right here-ish, you can actually take it down. But then I knew there was another expo here, so I tried to kind of wiggle it and put him over here. Didn't end up working out. But yeah, my plan was to ward and walk, land the fireball on this multi-archer tower. Also, yes, I got a clan chat notification right now. I know you guys talked about in the last time I did this, like, oh my goodness, I was pressing my screen. So I'm sorry, I just don't want to dox the clan. Who knows what they're saying? So I don't want to click on that. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. I know that might be a little annoying. But yeah, I wanted to get the multi-arch tower because I thought it might get that. That's obviously way too far now that I'm looking at it and I was stupid. But yeah, we get the Fire Spitter, multi-inferno clan castle, and just sets up a decent funnel to now go around here. So I really like that, and that's what I was going for. Flame Flinger, it does get a decent amount of trash with these air defenses and Teslas, so it's still not terrible. But yeah, not exactly what I was thought I could get. But right here, right, like look at this, 2 expos and my warden just stays at full health. Like the damage reduction was definitely unnecessary. I mean, yeah, we've talked a lot about this, but I think Legends should have a higher mode where it's a little bit more difficult, and then maybe this is fine for, a little bit less of player base. Maybe the top 2,000 are in a harder one or top 1,000. But yeah, we fireball right here. I tried to get the quakes in case I hit that. We didn't, but right now we're looking at this, and I was very happy. So I waited for this to go down, but I didn't want to go too far because Longshot might start shooting me. Monolith was already on me, so I put my warden at the bottom because there's a lot of percent here, and I just want to make sure he gathers this so I don't time fail. And then I'm just going to go heroes directly into the town hall. I wanted to avoid the bomb hive, so that's why I'm coming in from this angle. Yeah, baby dragon's up there cooking. I think, yeah, the totems are really good on this entry. Once again, we have 3 of them, so I'm trying not to shy away from using them. I also wanted to use the king ability fairly early. So yeah, that always works out well for me. And then I'm looking right here. I'm very confident the queen's going to get the rest of this section up to the elixir storage and maybe the scatter. So I just need to make sure my warden stays alive through here. And you'll see exactly why. Once again, I'm running the minion prince combo, just sending him directly from this corner because queen will wrap around to the scatter and Rico. So I'm just going to dive the core. As long as I can keep my warden alive through the revenge tower, we've got ourselves a nice 3 star. So wall break right here is honestly hitting the sweeper compartment. So that's hitting absolutely nothing. And yeah, we invis right there because we just need to keep my warden alive. I poison right here, and the metal pants got forced. But once again, if that's Dark Orb, it shoots, but then Minion Prince just dies. So I think this is a better combination. And yeah, we crushed this one with 3 swag invis on my friend here. So I had to get a screenshot and tag him on Discord, sending it to him. But yeah, this one was beautiful, 3 star. And let's keep going on the day where, yeah, I just had a lot of success today. I think I really, really just dissected these bases lovely. But yeah, let's get in the next one. Okay, this base is Pato, another pro player, makes a lot of YouTube videos. So if you're interested, you can check him out. I think he does it in Portuguese. I think he's Brazilian, which means Portuguese is his language, but honestly, I don't know. And yeah, on this base, once again, trying something a little bit new, and it ended up working wonders for me. So on this base, I like a fireball onto the bomb hive and or gear tower. But what's different on this base is the spitters are actually facing me. So I was a little worried about that because yeah, I don't want to charge from 3 o'clock and face the spitter plus all these buildings. So instead, I charged from the top because I was like, wait, with all this kind of trash right here, it might be pretty easy. And I had a thought here that, once again, I tapped on the expos. That's the furthest one at the top. Both these Ricos and Spitter are all susceptible to a flinger from the top. Maybe I should have put a flinger a little bit more by that barb where I could actually get these Ricos, but hey, that was my idea to get the scatter and start pushing that in. I don't even know how far it actually got. I know I got the scatter before I fireballed. But yeah, I'm aiming for this bomb hive. So I was thinking, okay, let me get maybe in towards this storage spot. I'll invis this and then invis kind of these chunks of defenses on the flank. And we get our fireball. So right now we're just walking. And this actually ended up working out well. So 2 times today now I've went with the flame flinger kind of next to the warden. While one, he took out the monolith. Earlier it was tanking an expo. And this kind of new tech has been really working nice for me today. So maybe the bomb hive ended up taking down the flame flinger. I don't think so. So maybe it did get a ricochet cannon. I don't really know. Or maybe there was a Tesla or something. But yeah, right here, I think I'll take out the multi-arch tower. And then I could set up the nice invis on this section. Or I think actually I could invis right here. I don't think, yeah, I needed to worry about the air defense. So yeah, right there, really nice. We get the fireball to land, get the core exactly where I want. And I liked where the warden was, so I actually just let him keep walking this side. I just had to be careful, obviously, by the ricochet cannon, and then the 2 heroes that are here. But I just started my heroes directly, the Sui right on the clan castle, because I was like, you know what? I kind of need to get the CC out of the way, and I can't go with an archer because there's ground expos. So yeah, I just went in with my heroes. The ice golem was fantastic. I really like it in the army. So yeah, make sure you definitely use that. But yeah, I went with a totem right there to stop the ricochet cannon and kill the royal champion, which is just double duty right there. And right here, where I wanted my king ability to open up the walls, and right here, the long shot's actually jumping out to kill me. So I think I went with the totem to try to keep his health up, but at this point, he was going to ability anyway, and it ended up opening enough walls, so it wasn't even the end of the world. Right here, we get the king to come over to my warden, so I sent in my last two headhunters actually fairly quickly. I was really happy with how, quick I realized that and caught on to it. But yeah, Queen goes to ability while I wall break, so she's got access to the town hall. I sent Minion Prince just to kind of finish up what was left because I was like, oh yeah, the Flinger's cooking up top. Turns out the Minion Prince kind of went to the core and then overlapped where the heroes were, which you don't really want to do. But yeah, the minions once again did really well. I actually recalled my Warden since he was going to join in with the Queen. But yeah, the Metal Pants once again taking out the Minion Prince. You don't always get a good lineup on the Dark Orb, and I've talked about it many times. It doesn't have the sustainability because you'll die to a trap, you'll die to the defense that it didn't end up hitting, or an air defense shot. So I think this is the better combination. And yeah, we swag another invis and get another 3-star. And let's get in the next one because yeah, these bases are generally pretty easy if you can hit the fireball. All right, and we get into the space, and it was directly after that last one, and it's a very similar style. So in the same case, I wanted to fireball the bomb hive, and I've done these bases where I charge this kind of side, but it is risky. I think maybe now with the modifiers, I probably should do that because it might actually be not too bad. But hey, I can do that for next time. So on this one, I charged from the top because I literally just did that kind of same plan, but instead of flingering on the flank like I did, I actually went from the bottom. I've done this before, but you can get down these two defenses, and then sometimes if you're lucky, you get the gear tower. And regardless, with super minions, they'll shoot the gear tower, and then these are both ground targeting, so I might get one of the expos as well with the super minions. So yeah, on this one, I poisoned the furnace, and then I put it on furnace of my own, which I should have done a little quicker, but it'll just help take out these ice golems, so that's why I did that. It does its thing right here. And yeah, Warden's going to take its time, so I'm really just checking on these guys. I think I put another archer down because I wanted to funnel out these buildings. You see already a minion going down on the right there. I think I got another archer right about now. But I really wanted to take these out so that the super minions can dive in like I talked about instead of right shooting all that trash because that's usually what I find their problem is. So maybe I need to do a better job of stuff like this, right? Funneling the trash for the super minions because I found that they always just shoot it, whereas a Yeti will shoot it, but their mites actually get value where the super minions just do nothing. But yeah, super minions can also take out heroes and they have great range. So sometimes I've used them to take out the town hall or stuff. So hey, we're working on them, and I want to try to make them work. Here, I was thinking, wow, this actually was really hard because of all the buildings that are on the flank that'll need two invis, but then there's also I need to hit the core to get the bomb hive. So I was thinking maybe I just hit the revenge tower, and then my warden walked a little bit further than I was planning while I was watching this bottom side, and I think I started my Sui first on this one, kind of right by this mortar. But yeah, right here. I kind of just decided, I think Baby Dragon by the Helper Hut. Probably should have put that down a little quicker because my queen, maybe could have taken a better angle. But yeah, right here, I realized, okay, this is just a triple invis. So I was like, oh, might as well get the Revenge Tower to actually get my target in the core. So we did that. We hit a beautiful fireball. It just takes out literally the entire core. And once again, on this one, I was planning to use King ability, but because the core is pretty weak, I actually was fine. You see, we actually get the Expo right there. Exactly why I like the Super Minions. But I popped the King ability right here because I was just thinking, I don't know if I need to access the town hall, because it's so weak and there's literally a multi inferno that my queen could easily take it down. So right here with just the minion prince, Expo Rico scary compartment, I just probably rage my warden, maybe even use a totem, but I think I just rage and we're plenty fine. Minion prince comes in. I'm hoping to take down the air defense and multi super wizard tower. Sorry, not multi. And it does just that, right? There's the metal pants once again, just doing its thing. High sustainability right there. Maybe could have totemed for the long shot, but I figured they were full health and cooking. They actually did take a lot of damage because it's quite strong. But yeah, once again, we take this out. Probably just totem for the splash damage. Yep. I like taking out the skellies because the minion prince takes a decent amount of time to get through them. So just take them out. Don't waste my time. Once again, recalling right there, not wasting time, just making sure we get the triple. And yeah, we get the 3-star and get into the final hit of the day. Final hit of the day is Latentious, and I know this guy, so once again, also wanted to get this triple. Resetting high is kind of fun because you do get to know the people and keep hitting them, so it's kind of a bit of like a mental battle almost. But yeah, as you saw, this is the same base I hit earlier, but I did make a couple nice changes, so I'll talk about that. One being right here, putting the totem spell on the monolith from long shot, not underestimating that damage was really important for the push from my Sui, and then also I think the warden. The minion prints clearing out the top side was really good. So yeah, you'll see that. Right here, we go for the exact same thing. One thing is I actually find on bases is you might just go like, oh, I know this one, let's hop right into it. So I did make sure, one, I made sure it is the same. I took my time to look around. And two, I was like running through the plan in my head. So I still knew what I was trying to do instead of going into it and then being like, oh shoot, what was I planning on doing? I just thought I knew. So yeah, you don't want to rush into them because you still have 30 seconds. So I could have started this one in 5 seconds because I literally hit it today. But instead I still took my time, knew the setup, and then executed. So here Warden does his walk. As I talked about, I don't think I raged on this entry because I don't think it was worth it. There's a base similar to this where I used like two or three totems. So this one I was watching. I don't think actually needed any totems, which was kind of insane. I was definitely expecting a couple. But yeah, I didn't rage, which was really nice because I think that was just a bit of a waste. He kind of walked out of it too early, and I didn't need to take those down that quickly. So yeah, Warden right here is just cooking up. The Expo's going down really nicely. And once this air sweeper goes down, I know I can fireball. So yeah, this one's going down really, really nicely and quickly. So here we go with one, two, three again. Didn't need the mortar down. We hit that same beautiful fireball, take out the core, and Warden's walking very healthily. I think he was also close to going down on this one, which I shouldn't be risking it very much. But yeah, on this one, Ice Golem just gets a really nice freeze. And like I talked about, you'll see kind of once this monolith comes back, I think I hit the nice totem. King's walking around, which isn't ideal, but Queen is going in, which is a pretty good I guess, sight to see. But yeah, there's the good totem. I should have done that in the first time I hit this base because it does get really good value tanking for these two kind of key defenses. I think I even sent another one here on the long shot alone. Yep, trying to miss the air defense, which I did manage to do, which is nice. But yeah, Warden right here, I poisoned because I thought he could take this out, and then I think I recall anyway, and he was literally one shot. That was way too risky. I should have known, like, still there's the long shot thing and a Rico and a minion prince, like even with a poison, that's still a lot of damage at once. So shouldn't have been so risky, but went for the same Warden. He 1v1's the world champion. I was a little worried because there was also the Expo, so I raged, which fully missed. It was way too late and didn't do anything. But yeah, hey, I should have done that earlier and not been yeah, better safe than sorry. I should have been. But yeah, right here, Queen. I was thinking about invising because I got to make sure I get the 3 star for the 320. And I was thinking to myself, I don't think I can mess this up. Invis for the minion prince. He dies and it invis the ricochet cannon. So I was a little worried. But hey, the giant I knew would clutch it up anyway with the as well, King with Phoenix. Minions go in to finish out the ricochet cannon. And yeah, we get the 320. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I know it was replay style, and I'm going to avoid that in the future. I don't like to do it like this, but it's what I had to do today. So yeah, really hope you guys enjoy and learned a lot. And this is Word saying peace.